Hello and welcome to the Bumper Show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
West Liberia.
Wherever you listen from, how are you listening? Just know that this program is coming on right now. It is called the Bumper Show on ELBC Radio 99.9. Other frequencies across Liberia. 89.9 is our relay station in Bond County. Radio somewhere in Santa Cruz relays a Bumper Show. Radio DMP Law and Radio Makona relay the program in Afoya District, while several other stations relay this program in the Southeast. We are told that Radio Lawayi is off because it got burned. I've been trying to get to Representative Don Glick here to ascertain what went wrong and how far they've gone with repair works, but his phone has been off. Apparently he's saying the trenches telling the people thank you for re-electing him. And let me say congratulations to you on Don Glick here, my big brother and friend. Welcome to the Bumper Show. Yesterday I was talking about the beating of a Liberian lady. Her name is Dede. And for some reason when I call her phone in, I'm getting from Fabin Kuya from Capitol Hill, the police had a press conference today. They have allayed the fears of Liberians who think that the guys were bailed out by their lawyers. The police is saying to Liberians that those guys, 4 of them who were picked up, are now in police dragnet. They were never bailed out. So after everything, they will be fully charged and sent to court. I'm told Moses Carter had a press conference. If all goes well, I will go there to him and I'll go over to Fabin Kuya to speak about that. And Fabin Kuya is right here on his line. But Fabin, you gotta hold on small. I will call you right back in a few minutes. Fabin, in 2 minutes time, I'll call you. Please, let me call you in 2 minutes. Let me just complete the format of the program. What happened to unity after election? Can we as Liberians put aside our differences, political differences that came out as a result of the election? I think we can do so. Irrespective of what happened, we can still reconcile our differences. You know, President George.
WestLiberia.com. WestLiberia.com.
You know, after President Weah went to the UAE and attended the COP28 meetings, he ended up in the ECOWAS summit. And ECOWAS leaders have praised President George Weah for showing maturity politically and setting the agenda for other African leaders to pass over and to emulate. They praise George Weah for accepting the results of the election, that which many African leaders could not do easily. Liberians across the world Appraising the president for the bold step taken. Welcome to the Bumper Show on ELBC Radio. It is time to reconcile our differences. You know, wonderful president, we have said to the African leaders, he is asking them to attend the inauguration ceremony of his successor, Honorable Joseph Newman Boakai. He rallied the support of the African leaders for Liberia transition. Welcome to the Bumper Show. It's on ELBC Radio 99.9 and other frequencies across Liberia. Wheresoever you're listening from, this is the biggest platform in the afternoon on any radio in Liberia, because LBS covers the entire country. 7 to 8 other radio stations are owned and operated by us at LBS. And then there are other community radio stations that relay the Bumper Show and the Sport Money Show and other major programs from ELBC Radio. I'm not seeing the guys who pray for us in the vernacular, who pray for the country, pray for the president, pray for all elected and appointed officials in government, and pray for all Liberians. I'm not seeing of them. So I will pray for you just in 30 seconds to a minute in Pele. Kwa human plan wa fale. Kuna ngala gangle sui kwa ila si amawa kwa pai pona kwa ila mata kwa pere ikomu kwa malaka ge monte kula ipo kula ida malabira president ne kwa kuye bolema na ko kuye bolema daga manchese nyuma bwakai ngawni nai ataka kwa jebo wa shu agega na a president ni nai kanu jo we and a person probably about cry na kwa malaka age ipo monte jo kwa ipo ili jete kuna ipo daga Liberia aga la sa foto wa kwa malaka age imono mawanya de kwa Liberia man in your Gabriel in your markan the power ngama the ko na abo the bela ko lai man ya bela ko le agadi ada ko labo the ko bela ko the loan man age pan for the show ko kwa malaka no nasu na nasu da mono malasu ekate. One of the most difficult things to do is to pray a vernacular, you know. Pray boy is sleeping. You're enjoying praying in the Pele vernacular. Welcome to the show. On the flip side for 4 o'clock.
I love my people.
A former assistant minister in the UP-led government,
Especially
council will sit on the platform. We talk national politics and healing. Reconciliation, and look at what he foresees, what he thinks the new government will bring in. Tono lava blaga yenga. To makolo sareka yenga. Welcome to the Bumper Show. Peace across it all. He's asking God to protect the leaders of our country. Protect the leaders of our country. The incoming president and the outgoing president. Their vice presidents, all elected and appointed officials in government. We pray for God's protection. Oma Esa Warbe, former city mayor of the city of Banga. How are you this afternoon? Oma Esa Warbe. Let me recognize some of the guys who joined us already, and I'll come and talk a little bit. Falahali is watching me, my uncle. Falahali is watching me. Ito kene, balikatao, balikatao, balikatao. Papa Keita, he said, good afternoon, you're busy. CC Papa Sources Keita from Duper Road. Jerem City. Hello, Jallah, thank you, my brother. Liberians are still sleeping. Kwame Alpha, watching from Konobo District, Zia Town, Grand Junior County. Richard said, good afternoon, Jallah. I'm following you from Upper Bon County. Wakai Freeman. Good afternoon, I'm watching from Upper Bon County. And he says, Liberia.com. Hey, Kanaka Aberton. Hi, my name is Christopher Kanaka Aberton, and I join you from Plebo, Sorokan District, Maryland County. The Voice of Hope VOH in Plebo is also locked down to the presentation. Elections have ended, he says. See, Kanaka Aberton, thanks a lot for relaying the bumper show there in Plebo. Mohammed Ava comes by and say, I'm Mohammed A. Kamara watching from Konobo. Yes, I read your comments. Henry Gaze watching me from Fiamma. What J Smoke Copy was watching me from Waluba. This is Waluba S. James S. Waluba from Virginia City. Welcome, my brother. Ambassador Nelson Prosper Dia is watching me from Yekepa City. David Yika is also watching me from Grand Bassa County. Eugene Joko, David Director General, is watching me this afternoon. It's a great work, brother. I'm watching from Capital Bypass. Eugene Jobo. Vivian Nyamande Nyese. Good morning from USA. Good morning, Vivian Nyamande Nyese. I hope you do well. I love my country. I love my people. Father, save us from this pandemic. Hello, brother Jallah. I'm watching you from California in the USA. Is Peter say? Peter saying rather. Where's my friend and brother Daniel Wule? The man who controls the Wule Kingdom. I guess it's walking in. Council will be on the microphone very shortly. Welcome to the Bumper Show on the LBC Radio. Let me go over to talk to Fabian Kuya. As I said earlier, yesterday I started talking about the lady who was brutalized by some young people in the red light area. Concerns have been mounting on that. Liberians are concerned why a young lady will go through such a humiliation from the hands of her own brothers. Dede was brutalized, stripped naked, and beaten severely. She was lynched by young people in the red light area. So the police have arrested 4 persons. Yesterday when I started talking about it, and then it was reported by some people that the guys were bailed out. But again, I received calls from other people that they were stay at the central prison because they had not fully charged them. So that they're in police custody and then sent to the central prison. But Fabian Kuya is informing me that the police today had a press conference and to give an update about this happening because the former vice president and president-elect Joseph Newman Parker himself has expressed concern about this. I'm told that his medical bill is being honored by President George Weah to Ghana. That's good. But how do we ensure that justice is served to a lady who has been humiliated to this extent? I don't know whether she will have the face to stay in Liberia. What can international women groups and Liberian women groups do to help her seek another asylum country? If I were the one to stay here, no man, I can't stand that. To be beaten the way she was beaten, and the guys taking a photo, videographing her, and the guys are lynching her with all kind of machetes, and and she's flown out there. I'm told she responded to treatment, but the way she was demonized, and if I were the one to come out of Liberia, it'll be easy thing for me. So we hope that international partners, women groups, and other women groups in Liberia can join hands to find a third world country for the lady to stay. Let me go to Fabian Quay to give us update. Fabian is right. Fabian, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great this afternoon.
Fabian, where are you currently? Are you still at the Capitol Hill?
I'm presently on the grounds of the Temple of Justice.
Okay, what is happening there?
Just left the police headquarters where there was a major press conference held a few minutes ago by police spokesman Moses Carter, where he talked on several issues, and he did mention about the incident that took place in Red Light, which occurred on November 13th of this year, involving one of Dede Simmons, who is the victim. Police spokesman told journalists just a few minutes ago that 4 men have been arrested in connection with the case, and they have been charged with criminal attempt to commit murder, aggravated assault, and robbery. And the 4 men he named are one Archie Zeppele, Roman Gayfield, Emmanuel Cooper, and Daniel Quiplo. They are currently in police detention in the Painesville area. Remember, the incident occurred in Red Light, and if they will be brought to court, obviously they will be brought at the Painesville Magisterial Court, and then they be transferred later on. But currently, as we speak, 4 persons have been arrested, and they are undergoing police investigation and currently in police detention.
Now, Fabian, did he tell the press when these guys were arrested? Because I'm told the incident occurred on the 14th of November, and there were speculations that they were arrested earlier. So, if they were arrested today or yesterday or when, where have they been?
According to the police spokesman, those that were in the video, with the help of other police officers at Zone 9 Police Depot in the Painesville area, were able to identify some of the men that were seen in the video. And based on the identity that they matched with the faces of the men, they got arrested by the police. And so they have been charged, as I said earlier. They are 4 in number, and the crimes have been this criminal attempt to commit murder. But they are currently in police detention, according to Moses Carter, still undergoing police investigation, despite they have been charged. But remember,
they've been charged, but they are still undergoing police investigation.
Yeah, because she said they are still trying to get hold of others that were in the video.
Okay.
Yes, they're still trying to get hold of others that were in the video, and
So while they are searching for the other guys will still be in police custody, and so they can join the charge and send in the court.
Yes, exactly. That's what he said.
Fabian, thanks a lot for talking to us.
Thank you.
Is there any training developments at the grounds of the Temple of Justice that you want us to know?
Well, today we witnessed the pathologist of the team of defense lawyers representing Gloria Scott in the ongoing murder case, who took the stand, the witness stand for hours, and he said a lot. But tomorrow, as you may be aware, tomorrow Mayor Koji is expected to appear here at Criminal Court A to testify as a subpoena witness in the ongoing case, because it was during the weekend defense lawyer filed a writ of certiorari to subpoena Jefferson Koji, the sitting mayor of Monrovia, the wife of Valley Teller, and the security that was on the ground, along with one Mohammed Keita. But that was argued in court during the weekend, and Judge Willie denied that application that was made by defense lawyers. And so, based on the denial, they took a flight to the Justice in Chambers, and they filed a writ of certiorari before Her Honor James Edward Howard Wolokoli. Yesterday, they had a conference, and Justice Wolokoli granted the writ of certiorari in favor of defense lawyers, meaning that those that the subpoena that were earlier denied will come to court to testify as subpoena witness, and amongst them will be the sitting mayor of Monrovia, Jefferson Koji, who is expected to appear here at 9 a.m. at Criminal Court A.
All right, Fabian. Thanks a lot for bringing us to speed on the developments from Central Monrovia at the Temple of Justice.
Thank you.
Fabian Kuya there from the Temple of Justice. Let me transition now and welcome a guest who is here, former Assistant Minister at the Ministry of Transport, Council Listen Council, one-time ranking member of the Daniel Cassell's party, and he's been involved in politics of recent. Can I say a campaign manager? One-time campaign manager of under Johnny Pay's campaign in Bon County. We'll talk Bon County politics. We'll talk a lot of issues, the country's reconciliation process, the issue of how does it see Liberia? How does it see the incoming government? All of those things will be talked about. But I try to take a break. Give me just a few minutes. Let me take a break. I want to take a break with one song. Can I get it done? But again, Council Listen Council is here as my guest. I will see if I can get this one coming in very shortly. Let me see. I will get it. Don't worry, my son. I will get it. The song is right here. I'm trying to find one pellet song for the man. The man I pellet man, so I want to play a pellet song for him. If we're gonna get it, then I'll know what to do. This woman is called Jung Bang Bang. Jung Bang Bang. Where's Oro James Bang Bang? Where are you this day, my brother? The flip side 5 o'clock, Mr. Patrick So I will join us in the studio. Patrick is from the USA. We'll talk Liberian politics a bit and talk about his work he's doing in the USA and how he intends to help Liberian students, because scholars should go abroad too. Let me say greetings to my people in Dangmanshu and the people in Dangmanshu there in Lower Bon County. Let's say welcome to you all. It's a privilege to be here again to talk to you on this beautiful day. Let me welcome my distinguished brother, Mr. Council Listen Council. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Jallah, and good evening to our peace-loving people in the country. I'm glad to be here this evening.
Yes, we've known you the since since the election ended.
I think since the elections, the last time I met you was in Bon. I think it was somewhere around September 30th.
Yeah,
September 29th, 30th. That was the last time I met you.
How are things, by the way?
Things have been fine. Since the elections, I was around. I went for the Africa 4 conference in Kenya. I was there for some time. I came back. So I'm here just teaching and observing the process keenly.
Your county Bon has lost the vice presidency. The last time I checked, Bon County also lost the deputy speakership when Prince Moe left and contested to be senator, and he became senator eventually. Joel Howard Taylor is the vice chairperson, the vice president of the coalition that was defeated recently. Do these two big positions, do you ever think they will come back? What went wrong in Bon County? Liberia with the coalition.
Elections is democracy. It's about the will of the people. So I think the will of the people is the most important thing in any elections. So if we had a deputy speaker before, and that deputy speaker title was given to a honorable man on the basis that a Congress or a PS thought it wise to give it to him, and they thought it wise to take it back, or he contested for Senate and it went back to different person, the vice president is an election that is conducted in the entire country where two persons are on the same ticket. So majority of the people, what their decision is what we support. So democracy is the will of the people. I don't think we the people of Bunker got any fundamental problem with that. I think the will of the people is what we support. So I think that is good, and in that process it went on very fine. It's not a process where somebody was being disenfranchised. No, it's a process where everybody got convicted to support who they wanted to support, and the process went on fine. So that was very good. So I don't think it's any problem, and I think there are more potential people in Bond County. There are more potential people growing up in Bond County, and I think in the future we can still get more different positions based on how the democratic process will proceed.
I'm hearing the name of our sister, Mama Breeze Mensah, of throwing her hat in the race for the deputy speaker position.
I have not heard that yet, and I think we met at the certification we created. I have not heard that yet, so I don't have sufficient information to speak to that particular matter. But I think if Sister Mema wants to be deputy speaker, I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's welcoming, and if our commerce think or the feel that is good, and you let her, I think that will be good for Bond County also.
During the election, there were two major parties, the CDC and that of the Unity Party. There are a lot of bad blood among people in Bond County. As a who they support, if you support CDC, the man who supports the Unity Party, he sees it as an enemy, and that was a nationwide thing. But do you think that Bond County needs a reconciliation, even if a major national reconciliation conference is now called by the incoming president Joseph Boakai to heal the wounds?
I think the entire country needs reconciliation. And like I said yesterday on one of the local radio stations, the two major leaders in the country, behavior, action, show that there's no problem. And
you mean
I'm talking about the president-elect and the president. Mm-hmm. Their attitude, their actions, to me, it shows extraordinary things. I think that it's a process that we need to follow. If for any reasons election was conducted, when the final results were not announced, the president considered defeat. I watched on social media where I saw a transitional meeting here at the executive mansion, and I saw pictures. The process, the way it went on, it shows to us who they follow us then that Liberia, we need to be together. We need to move forward. And I don't know why we, the supporters, can be too emotionally charged about election matters. So in Bond County, yes, I myself observed it. I was in Bond County when the two groups were clashing, and I told most of them the elections is about convincing the people. Elections is about talking to the people. It's not about you making confusion among yourself. If you talk to the people and the people get convinced who they support them. So the process, I think a reconciliation should be at every level. Every level we need to reconcile. We need to know that Liberia is the only country we got. Liberia is the only country we have, and we all need to work together to see how we move Liberia forward. Divided on politics. Politics are divided us. I agree, but politics should not be divided. It should not divide us. Politics are on the basis of issues. Is that on the most of the time politics is an event. As soon after that event, we are seeing the same one people, and the president said, he said, there's no more blue, there's no more green. Mm-hmm. Let's talk like Liberia, let's talk one people, let's talk one country, let's talk everything we need to do now, we need to do together. We need an inclusiveness, we need togetherness to move Liberia forward. So I think the reconciliation, besides it being conducted national, we need to start at the family level. We need to look at it from the town, we need to look at it from the villages, the cities, everywhere. Let's sit down and talk. Let's know that election is over. Let's know that we need to work together to make Liberia the kind of country we all deserve.
Liberians have voted, and they voted Joseph Boakai in the Unity Party. Let me hear your candid opinion, your candid analysis of what you foresee, or what you think, what you envisage for the future of Liberia.
I think I see a prosperous Liberia. I see a Liberia where we will now a Liberia where people will not govern, or people will not proceed in a maze where they try to distinguish things. Because if I listen to the president-elect first utterances where he said we are all one people. And, you know, there is no more blue, there is no more green. I think that position statement by the president was a very good position statement. It's a statement to tell all of us in the country that indeed we need to come together. It's a statement of reconciliation. And with the president-elect experience, 40 years experience in governance, I think he understands the problem that confronting the country already. And I listened to him in the role approach, and I also listened to some of the technicians who did excellent presentation on how they're going to combat war in the next 100 days. And I also see the awake, because if you look at awake, they talk about agriculture, you talk about road, you talk about education, sanitation, and tourism. And these areas are very key areas. Like if you look at agriculture is the pivotal point that will help alleviate our people from poverty, and will create jobs. Besides creating jobs, it will increase the government revenue portfolio and so on. If you look at sanitation, is one of the areas that we have not exploited in the country. Is, you know, because recycling is a very major sector that most people are still overlooking in this country. Besides recycling, you also talking about health related matters, because it will keep Liberia clean. We talk about public health issues will be addressed, and, you know, we talk about different issues that we're facing sanitation, and there will be job creation in the process of sanitation. You look at tourism. Tourism is one of the biggest area. People look at tourism from maybe looking at the coastline, 350,000 square mile coastline, where they feel that poor bill, and, you know, structures, or they will build some hotels along the coast. But I look at natural based tourism. Like we got you know, one of the biggest forests in the Equatorial Guinea region. Like we have a whole lot of different natural sites. And in tourism, we also call it nature based tourism. And nature based tourism is one of the biggest tourism that attracts people in the world. People want to go see nature, people want to go see natural environment. And Liberia has those things in abundance. So if you look at tourism in his array, I think that is some of the key areas that I think is needed to, you know, be done. So if I look at the idea, I see more prospect. You talk about education. Education is key. And I live in some of the places. I myself get frustrated. I see some schools in Bumber County, no teachers. Just imagine, no teachers. You say, oh, we are poor who are volunteering, they're not being paid. So because of that, they're sitting down. And, you know, people want to go to school, but there's no teachers. Some teachers are there, but no pay. When you go to some schools, no sitting capacity. Everybody depends on central government. So if education can be flagged as one of the major issues, I think it's a major process. And I see a prosperous Liberia if we all work together. And the way the country is going to be transitioned is a way to encourage investors to come in. Just imagine, I was in Kenya, and one of my comments asked my man, just imagine your elections over the next day, stores open in your country. it attracts investment.
A lot of investments. You know, because I was in Kenya in 2008, right after the elections between Raila Odinga and Kibaki.
Yeah.
And I entered Nairobi on the New Year, on January 1, 2008. And what I saw was a battlefield.
Correct.
The guys with machetes, the entire time is deserted. And I saw images, I couldn't believe it. And can you imagine, I saw a Catholic priest who is a Kikuyu, and he was pastoring this church in the lowland. And because he's a Kikuyu, he was brought outside and murdered. He was murdered, stoned to death. And I saw that on a Kenyan television. I was sick. You know, so as you know, every hearts, all the praises go to President we are. All the President he did well. To keep this peace, you and I couldn't be sitting here.
Yes, yeah. And I must admit, he did extremely well. He did extremely well to, you know, because I know, because some of the information we gather, I know there are rumors, we should not rely on them, but the hard things the country was on a Friday.
With the patrol of police officers
on the street, and, you know, people got deterred, people ran to take their children from school. Everybody had different perspective about how the process would go like. But, you know, to come up and accept the results, and it was a genuine result, so it was very fine. And I think the way the process is proceeding, it attract people. People now know that Liberians are peaceful people. People now know that Liberia is a democratic country. So I think more prospect. And if somebody going to come do business here, they will not be deterred. They will not be deterred. So, and because the business climate want peaceful area to invest. Somebody want to invest somewhere where their investment will be protected, it will be secure. So I think I see a prosperous Liberia, and the caliber of people I see, and the president-elect or the team elected is bringing together. I think we're going to go far as expected.
Now, the former Minister of Finance talk about managing expectation. We'll come to that. But the former Vice President, while he was in opposition, now he has won the election. He said, in 100 days, no cow gets stuck up in the mud in Liberia. And he has stressed the same thing that President Wells was stressing: road, and roads. That has been the premise of on Joseph Nyuambuakai. Now he is there now. The other worries about many of the people who in the city say is that when Honorable Buakai as a president complete the projects that were undertaken by President Weah, will he continue those programs that were put in place by the president, whether it was legislated or not, the issue of wise fees being paid for students across the country, and the issue of free tuition at university level, will he uphold that or will he scrap it? Or these are the concerns of Liberians, and you for your political landscape, what will you say about that?
As a member of the Alliance Party that supported Buakai, I think Buakai has been speaking, but most people have not been following his position. When Buakai spoke at the mansion, the executive mansion, at that meeting, he said they're going to build on what the government have started. Government everywhere around the world is continuity, and and I think the government will build besides issues that are challenging or issues that are not comfortable or things that are not comfortable. The government might not continue it, because every leader comes with an agenda that is encapsulated in his or her platform. So the area is there, or there is a very good weather platform that is there that the Unity Party going to follow, or the Alliance Party that support them. But when it comes to rule, let me let you know, Liberia is blessed. Liberia has so much rocks, just rocks. If you look at rocks, for example, if I can tell you they got technology in the world that you can use to climb the rocks, you come and put some yellow machines in the southeast on the roads there. You move all the moss from where the moss are or where the moss can already be created, and stockpile those places with rock. The glasses and stockpile with rock. Really see the car move there.
And then by the time you do that, and cut all the trees over the road, because when the rain falls, it sits in the tree, it start driving the road, spotting the road again.
No, I got problem with cutting down trees.
Okay.
And because every road will have tree over it. By right, it's a standard law. And maybe you guys are not traditionally strong when you're small, but there are traditional practices that says that.
What tradition it?
No, I just want to start from data.
Okay, go ahead, data.
There's a law that says in our culture and tradition that says over river, don't cut the trees down. Over river, don't cut the trees down. Don't cut the trees down over road. But now in the morning time, because charcoal consumption has increased, people looking for stick everywhere to cut, so they cut stick everywhere. And the sticks that are closer to the road, or the trees that are closer to the road, are easy to cut. So people cutting down trees. So the trees are over the road in the southeast can be cut down. We got the best, we got engineers, they're going to move the mud, because we work out of the model. So they move all the mud on the road and make sure the people crush rocks. So when the crush rocks is there, then you find a way to raise it. They require resources to pave road. And besides that, one of the opportunity the government got, or the government benefited from, it was the road funds. The road funds during early time, our transport assistant minister, when that law was being developed by us, isn't it? That everybody who using petroleum pays some fees. If you sum or accumulated over a period, a huge amount of money, that money can be used to embark on road while you're looking for other donor support or other process to
It's 15 cents per gallon.
Then my brother, you know how many you use maybe 2 or 3 gallons a day.
5 gallons in 2 days.
Correct. So just know that, and look at the taxi driver, look at the motorcycles, look at the tricycles, look at the users. The motorists are using gas. So much is being generated from our funds that can be used to do more roads, isn't it? And I know with the plan to accelerate agricultural activities in the country, because to accelerate agricultural activities in the country, you need roads. Let me tell you, you can't imagine that in farming, you need roads. You need cooperative farming, you need roads. Now the World Bank and other development partners are promoting family farming, because in agriculture, feel that more families are involved in farming activities. So if you look at those things, resources to accelerate that kind of activities, you need roads in most of the places. So those roads we're going to open roads, we're going to embark on roads. Serious thing, that is why I say irate. So when the roads are connected to farm activities, we got a good climatic condition, we got good soil, so much can grow here, and it can accelerate economic activities in the country, and we can play a role in ECOWAS and other places.
Council, as my guest, I've just received a statement. That's a response from the Liberian Senate pro tempore Abachi in response to the sanction that was leveled against him and two other persons in the government. And I will have the time when Patrick comes to read it for you to hear what he said. But let me welcome Amos Wah. He's following us from somewhere. I don't know. He said he's supporting you. Tiger Kwekwe Miller is watching me from somewhere, maybe in Lofa County. Andrew S. Swa has joined me. Alvin Smith is joining me. Lawrence Simbe has joined me. James Mange Kiamu. The veteran council back. Councilor back councilor. Baku. Thanks for those parents watching you from a residence in Phoebe Airstrip Community, Bone County. That's James Mange Kiamu. Honorable Christopher P. Sagbe is watching me from Bone County. Melvin the Mawen Koluba watching me from Kakada City, Mawen Levasi. Victor Harmonize Sawo is watching me from somewhere. He's saying River G County. While Jasper Jimmy has joined me from Salada District. Frederick Dior is joining me from Magibi County. Frederick, welcome. Daniel S. Asumana is joining me, supporting Mr. Council. Listen, Council's a section of about the matter he talk about. Gabriel Silly has joined me. He said that's a council. Listen, Council concept. Daniel S. Asumana. Is here. 12 Franklin has joined me. Richard M. Flomo is joining me. John Quay is watching me from Germany. Keep on the good work, brother. And let me come this way and recognize Daniel S. Asumana again, watching from Duazon, Magibi County. Joseph Bondoa is joining me. Joseph Killegbe is here, watching from River G. Vama Lasana, watching from Mankofe Hydroplanet area. That's what he said, and I can read all of your comments because we have a guest here. But I was talking about. Let me before I go to the managing expectation we talked about. But your party, I forgot the name of your party, supported
African Liberation League.
Liberation League supported Joseph Walker.
Yes.
And so now I see your political leader on the transition team.
But what do you expect her to be? A qualified woman, a woman with great experience, great international records. What do you expect her to be? So my political leader role there is not a doubt to the country. Who expect her to play a role?
That's why I just laugh. Anyway, let go to the full lines. Let me hear your own analysis on this issue. Because after elections, people are very optimistic about jobs. Right now, people say, "Oh, the people that see Joseph Parker, they can't see again because obviously, you don't see the president again because if he's going the president, the vice president, whom at the time you enter your living room and go in your house, you may have security detail now. They will stop you. They discover for a job is all. But let me hear you about this issue of managing expectation that Amara talked about. We all been saying it, but Amara talked about it. It has just gone wild and very viral on social media and everywhere we pass. Managing expectation. We hear the people from the other side say, "We're not managing expectation." They say to bring heaven to earth. So what do you think?
I think Amara's position has been politicized because I think the first writing Amara had was on debt. And he outlined Liberia debt, domestic, foreign. And at the end of his statement, he came as a manager expectation. Because if you have a huge debt burden, it limits you to access certain kind of funds or certain kind of opportunities in the world. So when Amara said manager expectation, it was related to that particular debt issues. I think he has some kind of post a few times again on revenue. And projection, it is been projected that will generate this because of XYZ reasons. We'll be unable to generate this, and because we're not generate this, you foresee some problem and say manage expectation. So the position has been more technical and people been politicizing it. So I think I don't want to discuss the political aspect of his process as well about managing the expectation. I think when we talk about managing expectation from the perspective where election is over, plenty of people think that the new government come with too much to offer, and somebody say manage expectation, then we can make a comment. And like Bumper got expectation. Like Bumper,
Absolutely.
the expectation one, like I pass around, I listen to most of our brothers and sisters. They say, oh yeah, they want the government to be audited. It's an expectation. It's an expectation. Now they want the government to be audited. Sometimes when some of them say it, and like I ask somebody, I say, do you know that we have GSC and GSC conduct different kinds of audit every year? Yeah, but if GSC is conducting audit, we're not aware. So maybe they want an audit that will be publicized, an audit that would give an account of resources that come in and how it was used and so on. So it's an expectation of Liberian people. Liberian people also got an expectation on this whole drugs issue. They see that most of the young people have been challenged or are disenfranchised because of the presence or the too much presence of drugs in the country. So I think I listen to some of the callers and other people. We need a national drug test in this country. It starts from the president, and everybody who participates in government must go through national drug tests. Not only that, those that will go to hospital, those that have access to any public facilities must go through drug tests. And let it be a process. You travel right around. In Ethiopia, I saw it there in recent time. They had doors at the airport looking for drugs. We need to be very strong on that because the youth are the future of this country. The youth are the people who depend on to take over from the older ones. If we allow other than to get damaged because of drugs, it's a problem. So our people expectation is one of that. Our people they want economic change, or they want to be alleviated through poverty. They want to be alleviated from poverty, and that is why I will come in. Agriculture, yes, that the government invests in more agricultural activities in the country, and the way we want to invest in agricultural activities, I can tell you, my brother, we need national data for all the farmers in the country. All the farmers in the country, we need to have a complete data on them. Let know what they're doing everywhere, because we need to talk to people who can do juice factory. If someone can do juice factory in Bon County, how many, like for example, pineapple juice, how many people producing pineapple in Bon County? Because the person one knows if there is raw material there first to help me establish my juice factory there. So if the person doesn't know about the raw material base, how can the person come and establish anything at juice factory? So we need a database that will document all the farmers in the country. And in that case, we can talk to investors, and I know the vice president or the president-elect and his vice president got some level of connection. We will attract people. So in agriculture, more can be done. Agriculture will not only be making farm. Let's look at aquaculture, where it comes from. Fish farming. Fish farming is a potential. Animal farming is go where agriculture where they kind of doing groundhog farming, produce snail, produce honey, different kinds of activities that can bring resources to our country. We can invest in that. Okay, Councilor,
but we don't have much time. Right. I know your expertise is so big, but do you think your political leader will be a participant in the government? She served in the national community, in the UN sector. She's come back. And do you think that you talk to her because you've been the chairman of your party, right?
Yeah.
The chairman of your party. So you are privy to the conversation from Madam Sarah Besley-Nyanti. Do you think she will take a job in the government?
The answer I will say to you is that my standard bearer, before leaving the UN, was Assistant Secretary General for UN. Assistant Secretary General, she was a resident UN coordinator in Sudan. The kind of role she played 20 years in UN, I think this administration, the administration elected, we want her to play some role.
That role, could be a foreign minister?
If they send her to the foreign ministry, the country will appreciate that, because she's one of our best in the country, and she's one of our best. So any role that the government elected will give her, we will appreciate that. So Eli will say no, because I can say, oh, she will not accept to play the role of this. No, but I think it will be a good thing to give her the opportunity to play a role in the country, in the government.
Let me say welcome to Estella Swa. She said, I'm Estella M.N. Swa. I'm watching. Justice D. Baker has joined us. Amos Ware was here. J. Martin Mensah from Tapeta. Moses T. Stubberfield from somewhere. Honorable Johnny Junior is also following us. Jefferson Esmo has joined us from Sinye, Bonkane Sinye. Vaman Lasana watching from Mancovet. I read a comment earlier. Let me activate the phone lines for at least 5 minutes and listen to you people. Then I'll bring in Mr. Patrick Eswa. Can you just also in Patrick? Let me take calls now. 080-514-096, 080-514-096, 0770560-560 are the two numbers to call me if you wish to participate on the Bumper Show here on ELBC Radio. Let me take the first caller for 30 seconds. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. You live.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Deji Flomo. I do call you from Bumber community. Good afternoon.
Okay, Bumber community.
To the studio guest, our chairman, the council, living councillor. We are here.
Okay.
You know, you spoke about the reconciliation aspect in Bond County, and I think it is necessary for the entire country to be reconciled because the way we are taking politics these days is actually different. It's taking different trends. If we continue, it shouldn't be mean. That is not good. And then the people of Bond County, now that they rejected the vice president, like decided, so what Bond County have to say no to the decision of the people.
I was not saying she was rejected. I was just saying, I said, Bond County has lost the vice presidency again. Like we will lost the deputy speaker position. Anyway.
People have spoken. It is the way.
Absolutely, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Thank you so very kindly. You made your point. Let me take the next caller. Welcome you live in the Bumper Show.
The nation having a J. This is Dominic Wallo.
Dominic Wallo, calling from Cloud Town.
Yeah.
How are you, Dominic Wallo?
I want to thank the honorable studio. You know, he elaborated very well and he learned very well too. So, only that those things that you pointed out, continuation of the government, and also thanks to President Weah for also, standing by the president elected, for his kind way of continuing to tell the world that he's a man of peace and he continues to follow the president everywhere. Even in his street there, want to say thank you. That's why we are always President we have to be. So his stand on the peace and the unity of this country, keeping the country safe in the international truth and looking at local security governing the country. 6 years, want to applaud him for that, and we hope the president will follow suit and give you all the things he talked about in the studio because it's not good for the brain people. Thank you.
Thank you, Dominic Wallo. The next caller is here. Welcome.
Yeah. How are you?
What's your name, sir? Where do you come from? Where do you come from, sir?
From District 10.
And Monserrate District 10?
To be exact, 540.
Can you please call your name, sir?
I'm Omen Blinning, John.
Okay, John Blinning. Let's hear you.
Well, I want to commend the studio guests. If all Liberians will be thinking this way, we're talking about managing expectation and delivering on it well, but whether our Liberians, meaning politically powered drunk Liberians who really don't really understand what Liberians, what politics are for, if they will understand, it will be fine. Okay, I agree that managing expectation is, made mention about the debt and this and that. But the layman will understand, understanding about managing expectation, we'll talk about building rule in 100 days. Not all the rules in Liberia, but the one that we can apply every day. At least the local will be taught. Okay, these are the expectations that the government or the American want us to manage that expectation, or which one? That's the question. Thank you very much.
All right. 080-514-096, 0770560-560. Mr. Patrick Soa is here already. I will take your calls up to 5 minutes past the time, past 5 o'clock. Then I come to Patrick Soa and welcome him, and we go to the conversation. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome. Caller, are you there? Oh, the caller is, he's there. The next caller, you're welcome.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Sonny Bob and I'll join you from come to the city of natural beauty.
Oh, from Cestus?
Yeah, Cestus City.
Okay, let's say from Cestus City.
Yes, my brother, my brother Institute make my day. When he said managing expectation, my expectation for this government is to audit all ex-government officials as they will be going on. There should be auditing. I should audit everyone of them. My own expectation, and I know it will happen. So my
Now, so
brother,
as council said, are you aware that GAC was doing audits from different perspectives from different institutions? Where do you want to start the audit from? A new audit again?
How many persons know that GAC doing audit?
Now, listen, there's a situation with the audit here before. When John Molu was Auditor General of this country, there were reports that he politicized audits. Before audit report came out, it was already in the public. So people were like very anxious to hear which institution was audited at the time. But since he left, the method of audit has changed. So they're not going to tell you say we audited these people. The only point I will tell you say we're going to do this one is a PAC, the Public Account Committee at the legislature, that does a hearing on these audits. And once they do the audit hearing, then it comes to the public glare. But before, it was like John Moro coming with the audit report. It's already in the press, and people know it as well. So it has not been like that in the last few years.
Exactly, my brother. So I think if that kind of audit will be conducted in this country, everybody will know that they can do.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. The next caller, welcome. Caller, you there? You want to participate?
Yeah.
You want to participate on the show?
Okay.
What is it? Where you call from? You call from where? Hello?
Yeah, I didn't step on District 1.
District 1, what is the name? What is the name?
Anita.
All right, let's hear you quickly. Hello, welcome.
Good evening, Jallah.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Thank you, Chief. Good evening to the viewers. The name is William Covey, and I joined this conversation from District 3. Let me appreciate your studio there so much. You know, when it comes to the issue about audit, we agree that GAC did audit, but for example, when you look at recent sessions that come here, GAC don't have report all those things. GAC don't have report all of the things that happen. All right? Like in recent sessions that come that is being released by the US, GAC don't have report and all those things. There are things that happen. You know, GAC will not have control all of the things. So there's the type of audit that is talking about, that will audit every government official, and in addition to the GAC
that's more motivation for audit to audit every government in the government minister. So is that more money over, brother?
Every government minister, even personal lifetime audit, because there's a reason before you enter the government, you have to declare your access.
Thank you, my brother. Hello, welcome to the next caller.
Yes. Can I call you from
Plibo Sorokin District, welcome.
Yes.
How is the New Jerusalem?
I think what American said is what we must actually look at. Let us manage our expectation. Let us not predict the color of the child in the mother's stomach until the child is born.
You want to say that black man and white man in the mother's stomach?
Okay.
That's a good one. Hello, welcome. Hello.
Yeah. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Grayfield.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name? Where do you call from?
My name is Molu. I do join you from district number 3, Banga Bomb Standing.
Molu, let's hear you.
Mr. Grayfield, I think it is important for us to really have these reconciliations in this Bong country, because people are still haunting each other here.
Wow.
Yeah.
What reason are they all still haunting each other? Why?
But people were blocking road at the saying that the representative.
Are you still there? I will take one more call and call it a quit on this one. Hello, welcome. You want to participate on the show? Okay.
Yeah, my expectation what they call this actually the foreign ministry and the labor sector.
Okay.
A good labor minister and good foreign minister. Because all our pastors are going outside with all no understanding. And the laborer have been martial laws in the country for the past 6 years of geography regime. and the labor minister. So one good labor minister is straight.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you so very kindly, Mr. Council. Listen, Council, as my guest. Council, how do you respond quickly before we go to our news?
I just want to appreciate the caller for their positions or their idea, and I think we need more time to talk on some of the issues that we're
Absolutely, yeah.
And
But you brought up good sense in the discourse,
Yeah, the more we talk on it, and the more people can understand, then we know how to proceed as a government. But I think the government elected will do more. Like I said initially, with the idea put forth, they'll do more. And I think when we say managing your expectation, yes, we need to manage. Liberia is still a developing country. We need more things to be done. So we need to manage our expectation, and that expectation, while we're managing it, the government will do more. So we expect more of the government, and I think the government is coming will do more to address some of the issues that people got. So thank you so much. That God bless our country. Let remain peaceful.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you too much.
Producer is my next guest. Is he welcome in a religious function?
Worldwide.
Oluwa has done it for me.
Pray for me.
Pray for me, Oya.
Pray for me.
Council is in council. For my assistant minister of the Ministry of Transport. One time dismissed official of the Liberation Party of Daniel Cassell. My father here said they dismissed my political party. Cassell was a controversial figure.
Why?
Pray for me.
My brother Sohan said to me, please, I'm coming with this song, I'm going to Osama George's function of the program now. Osama George forgave me for this one. Everyone pray for me.
In this journey, pray for me.
He has gotten up the dance beat of the music. And young man coming from a slum community, the village of Kolahu. Coming to the journeyings of the University of Liberia. I know you went through a lot of humiliations. One time Patrick took the bucket and my pin. Because he said, I'm going to pin the lepo in front of the executive mansion. I will change the flags. He went to the SS guy to grab an employee.
Take me away from this wilderness.
As another controversial figure at the university. Oh, as blessing, he said, he has gone across the Atlantic Ocean.
Sweet, I'm tired with this beat.
And he's making impact in the lives of young people.
This money,
The man from Kolahu,
give up.
I see himself going over to there in the United States of America.
Pray for me.
Father Suwa is my guest today.
Jungle,
I will go to him very shortly. We'll speak on some national issues.
pray for me.
Our package has been brought by for Liberian students. He's working on his doctoral degree now.
In this journey, pray for me.
This is ELBC Radio 99.9 and other frequencies across Liberia. My name is Jallah Grayfield. I'm the nation's MJ. Remember Jallah Grayfield chapter 1 verse 1. Let's talk and talk and talk and never shall we fight. Fighting shall never be our portion. Where's my woman Esther Walker? Call to my colleague Saleh. How are you this afternoon, Bangapong County? Where is my Senator Johnny Bay?
I am portion of blessing.
Johnny Podok Bay.
Baba, take me away from this wilderness.
Take me away from the bitterness, Father.
Before the things then, where you be said that the kids must stress. You see how my life.
My uncle S. Lawrence Bobo is following me from Foya District.
I must make this money. I beg you, Baba, beg you give access. Oh yeah, pray for me. Mama, pray for me. I'm in the jungle. I want to make money. Oh yeah, pray for me. Papa, pray for me.
Let me welcome Daniel Bono, who has joined me from Swakopmund County.
In this journey,
Amanda Wardlow is joining me from Johnsonville. Around the EBK, she said, right? Around the EBK barracks. Amanda Wardlow, how are you? Let me say welcome to your family member coming from Mali tomorrow. And all the soldiers coming from the peaceful mission in Malay, we say welcome, bienvenue. It's Mr. Aloysius Bono, Major in the Army too. Welcome, Aloysius Bono. Follows us from far from Malay. Sonny Boss say Benny has joined me. Uriah's Wani is also here. That Bonkan is Uriah Wani. Saturday Zongwe Wonderwear from GSO. Evan Doe is here. Matthew Tume Jr. and his freshman from the Pueblo Road, just right there where the consultant Mr. Jonte is. Patrick Soa, welcome to Liberia.
Thank you, Jallah Grayfield.
Soa A. Patrick A. Soa.
It's my pleasure, Jallah Grayfield.
I know the time when we had Love Heaven, Love TV.
Right.
You know, Patrick used to live around the Satan area.
Yep, yeah.
And so it became a difficult time. Just take it up from the microphone, God's noise.
Yeah.
It became a difficult time for him. And then one day he told me to visit into his house. Mm-hmm. When I visited Patrick, he was lying down in a shanty house, mm-hmm. something like a ghetto. Mm-hmm. Tarpaulin on it, rain falling on him and his children. And he said, I will not give up. In all his weakness, he gave up to people. There's a guy called Mohammed Kane, a visually impaired guy. Mm-hmm. I think he might be listening now. Mm-hmm. He appeared on my show to talk about his status and his condition too. Patrick Soa said, Patrick walked from his house and walked to Love FM, Love TV on Lower Street there, took his SIM card from the phone and gave it to the young man. And here I raised some funds to buy a mattress for that young man, mm-hmm. even in his condition he was living in. Mm-hmm. Patrick was an universal Liberia, very controversial guy. When I say he's short, he trousers are wearing trousers. But now the trousers, he says he has a little trousers.
Everything I got.
Wow, with khaki on him, khaki shirt, with military trousers, you know, fresh shoes, you know, almost like Kelly Willis on it. Yeah, that's what he used to wear. Mm-hmm. But today he says, God has blessed me. Mm-hmm. He left Liberia, went to the United States across the Atlantic Ocean. A boy coming from Bani land. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, Patrick, I was in Lufa, the way you had the first intellectual center. Mr. Momo Savakoto built an intellectual center there. Right. That is just a face of Kolahun. And that day, the senator of Lufa County, Councillor Jallah, made mention of you.
Yes.
He said, I cannot sit here while we are dedicating this parliament hall to talk about it, and I can't mention Patrick Soa, who was the guy who laid the foundation for intellectualism in Kolahun
district.
Let me welcome you again.
God bless you, Jallah. God bless you. And it's my pleasure to be in the studio today, and thank you for the invitation. And I'd like to say that bringing back the story those days, it brings tears to me, because that day when I called you, say, Jallah, come. I mean, it was a day that, and you came. He said, Patrick, all the talking you're doing on the radio, you don't have zinc over your house. All the thing you're doing, you're lying out here. And it was God that was using me. And I don't regret of what I did those days to speak my mind, to speak against ills in society. I mean, and even now, even in the U.S., before coming, on Saturdays and Sundays, I go around in my car with food, clothes, to distribute
And the elections eventually became a two-horse race. George Weah and Joseph Boakai. Lots of tension in the country. When you listen to reports and see videos from Lufa, a man or two of them being mobbed to death by the other side, and you come to Monrovia, people are engaging stone throwing, the beating another human being, and the whole country was just tense. Everyone would have thought that we have gone into a situation, it would have degenerated into a situation where we have had maybe a serious and long conflict here. But eventually, after the run of election, the president, His Excellency George, we are considered defeat. How do you see it?
Amazing. He's a leader. And first of all, I'd like to say thanks to, I was not here, I did not vote. But I'd like to appreciate Liberians trying up to vote, and the result came out, and even to President Weah for accepting the result. For us to have a democratic process in place, that's amazing. That's laudable. It's not only in Liberia, but everywhere in the world he's been praised, and that's a good thing. I think we need to do better when it comes to politics in Liberia. Like you talk about stone throwing, you talk about some of the things we do in Liberia. They are not politics though. They are politics, not politics. You know, we got to get these things out of our political process. We have to do politics is scientific. You know, some of the things we do, throwing stones, Gwanagis, brothers and brothers are fighting, sisters and sisters. We have to stop these things and just do the right thing. But on the overall, His Excellency Dr. George Manning Weah, the peacefully turned over power, he has gone down in history.
Now, from once you start in the States, Patrick, as a political scientist, I know you study politics at the university level here. Did you expect the outcome of the election to be this way? Or did you expect that President Weah won? Because people said, the president won the first ballot, and then we won the second round, and he was on top. Second round came and was still optimistic that he would have won again. But were you disappointed when the results came the way it came against him, even though you supported his side?
I knew that the symptoms were there. The sounds and symptoms were there. You will see them that a lot was not done.
You think they should have been treated before?
They defeated themselves. A house divided, even up to this time. Now, up to this time, the process, those things that led to their defeat, still running behind them up to this time, eternal wrangling. Read about history. Read about war history. Read about empires those days. The Mali Empire, the Songhai Empire. One of the major factors those days that led to the fall of those empires was internal wrangling. And up to this time, Jallah is still, the guys need to stop shifting blame. Put yourself together. Do what Unity Party did. When the guys were defeated, they did not go with the blame politics. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did this. Vice President, by the time Barker did this, no. The guys kept quiet. The guys put together themselves. They reshuffled. They brought in new forces. They strengthened their propaganda arm. They took on the fight. One of the reasons why the image of this government, even on the international scene, it was because the propaganda machine was strong against them. All they need to do now is keep quiet. Stop shaping blames. Stop the internal fight.
There's bring in new collaboration.
Right. Bring in new faces. Reshuffle. Get your sleeves, fold your sleeves. Get the process done. Stop the things you did that led to your defeat. You're not making progress. You cannot keep doing the same thing over and over, expect different result. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, we'll come to some of the things you do in the States and what you're going to be doing here about a bit of politics. You know, after the election, people felt that the president was hasty to have announced that he was defeated by Joseph Boakai. When you talk to people in the party, they say he didn't consult us. But if the president saw the lines really red on the wall, we not waited for any longer time to concede defeat. I listened to a librarian professor, Dr. Leslie Tenney, who asked, if you listen to his podcast on the president, and saying the president, all he said, and he talked about expulsion of the president from the CDC. And I was like thinking, can there be a CDC without George Weah? What's your thought?
I said to him when I listened to him, I said that if I were his student, one of the students, and I had a problem with him at the University of Liberia, and I decided not to address the issue in the classroom, but to come on the radio or on Facebook to discuss him as a professor. How will you feel about this?
So you have addressed that of those issues with the party and with the president.
Why? We have to stop this. No, one of the reasons Patrick Sowah formally I don't have a political home is because the nuances of political institutions, we don't go by these things. Hey, you professor, you my professor, if something went wrong, coming on Facebook to discuss what you did to me in the classroom in my mind, it does not make sense though. Go to the party. Go. You are a leader in the movement. What do you hope to achieve from coming on Facebook, on the radio to discuss these things? You professor, you must set an example. You are a leader in the movement, not only for CDC, but for Liberia, the world at large. You are a professor. And I just say, you know what, every man has his way of doing things. It just, I did not complete I just left. I'm like, you know.
Let me recognize one of the guys who join us. I'll say come back to you. We're still on politics. Let me recognize Mr. Emmanuel Nikita. I'm here and watching you live from the area. Emmanuel Nikita is one of our technicians here at ERBC Radio. Welcome, in Nikita. Ino Falahali is watching me. My uncle Ino Falahali is watching me. Princess Harris has joined us. Solomon Moses, I'm watching from Grand Bassa County. Troko Mongai says, congratulations, Comrade A. Patrick Sowah on the completion of the doctoral degree as announced by Jallah. Now he started now. Yeah, he has not completed Troko. Troko Mongai is here. I've not seen Troko Mongai for a long time.
He's in the US.
Okay, good evening, big brother Jallah. I'm following you live from Zulu Whiskey. It's Emmanuel Michael Wama, Ben S. Tupai. I like the song that is playing. Ben Tuba, welcome. Mavi Tume Junior, I recognize you earlier. My picking there from the Pueblo Road. I read your comments of the other guy. Then Shane Antonio Malano. I'm watching from West Fargo. That's Shane Agostino Malano, watching from West Fargo. Before Patrick came, I announced to you, and I want to fulfill this. I will come back. I will read that. But the sanction imposed on some of our officials of government, one of them has responded, and I thought I would read that statement from Senator Abochie as his official response to the United States government's imposition of the sanction. But the president announced that fateful evening. Then I put in that, I must have not listened to the first broadcast when he considered defeat. And when I went on Facebook and there was a trending, I went to listen. He has said what he said. What he said, we'll come back 2029. Can the CDC be a formidable force in 2029? Following, I was like talking about the issue of Lula da Silva from Brazil. How he left power, how he came back. When he left power, the people who stood against him felt he was the best president, they had to bring him back. Can that scenario play in the case of George Weah, come back 2029 to win the election against the party again?
It is. The historical phenomenological processes leading to coming back, I mean, it's possible. But guess what? It depends on how they're going to go forward. If they keep this going on, coming on Facebook to shift blame on President Weah, Moluba Molu did this, Jefferson Kochi did this, they're not going to go anywhere. Trust me. The guys have to do what Unity Party did. They kept quiet. They knew what went wrong. Did you want to hear them talking about officials, talking about, oh, this is what I went between former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Vice President? No. The guys reshuffled. They brought other guys on board, but they don't want to do that. Let the old folks say some of them to leave the field. Bring new guys in. Let them carry on new processes. You can reorganize yourself and you're going to go ahead. That's all they got to do. Change the paradigm shift. Change some of the processes. Change some of the ways. Some of the things that left. Let me tell you, Jallah. Some of the guys in the region, they were mean. They can answer their calls. Even you calling them to even share your political analysis with them, they will not pick up your call. They will not. They did not. Me, political money, one making eat it. Either you alone, your stomach will run you alone. The guys, some of them were mean, absolutely mean. People were disenchanted. Liberians. You had 2 months to election. You having major people leaving, breaking away to go, complaining, hey, I'm one of the leaders. Almost all of the young people in this government who came from to the rank and file student staff, some of them were militants behind us. I went, some of the guys who disenchanted that left, I went in their inboxes asking them, hey, Bobo, you remember CDC, Bo, why you left? The guys kept complaining the same old thing. Say, boy, the guys are misbehaving. The guys are misbehaving. Me. They can't pick up, even up to this time, they can't pick up their calls. You don't do that. Even it is unprofessional as a professional man not to respond to call, not to even leave a voice message on your phone to say, I'm not available now, I will call you back in 10 minutes. No voicemail on their phone. They don't call back. They don't do this. That's unprofessional.
Now, do you think the CDC can still come back in these folders? If
Yes.
things you talk about,
Yes, they
resolve.
yes.
Some people felt that there were more seditions than other, and many people felt that they were marginalized because they were not seditions. So the guys who saw themselves as original seditions were the guys who were at the helm of doing things, and the other guys were left out. And so complacency set in.
It did.
And then it went the way it went.
Absolutely, it did. And this is the reason why there's in political science 306, whenever a political party loses an election based on whatever factor from its let's say credibility of its leaders or institutions, according to political science, the best and prudent thing to do, let go the old leaders, bring in new leaders with the hope and belief that they will channel, they will foster new strategies to bring in new people. Don't keep the guys stay there who were there yesterday doing nothing. We calling them. They can pick up their calls, get them out, bring new guys in. Hey, anytime, I'm not part of a political party yet. When you call Patrick Sowanin anywhere in this country, somebody going to tell you, say, that our leader, even now on this show.
You supported one of them.
Oh, yes.
That was the CDC.
I never regret of that.
And you will not regret.
Personally, President Weah is at the University of Liberia in 2004 when I entered the University of Liberia. President Weah was the one that gave me $500 to pay my first school fees. When I got the opportunity to go to the United States, we went, but then all the faces you see now, they were not around. ELW restaurant, we sat there, he and myself, he talked to me, he said, Patrick, he explained a lot of, he's a good man. He's a good man. I respect him. The same way I respect Uncle Joseph Brackett, a decent man, valid leader, a good man. I respect President Weah. He's a leader, he's not a leader. I respect him, I love him. And I pray for him. Olua will protect him.
Let me recognize some of the guys who joined us. They will come and delve into some of the things you do in the States and what you are currently doing in Liberia to help some of your students, some of your friends at various universities here, either through scholarship or through whatsoever. We'll talk about that. Patrick Soa is my guest. This is ELBC Radio 99.9 is the frequency. Other stations across Liberia are relaying this program. Alice Kwabo manifest that my cousin Alice May Wellington. Counted this one gallery, what you can township. My name is my friend and brother. Good afternoon, Mr. Jallah Grayfield. I'm watching from Johnsonville, and I hope Mrs. Wilson is doing well. Anthony Wilson and the children will be doing well. Princess Harris, welcome. James Nangme, I'm watching you from Rehab Bell. He says so. Let me go to the other phone and read some of the comments from the guys who don't have access to the internet, but they send their messages via text message from where they are in the office whatsoever. Let me read this one. Abraham D. Peterson, join you from Stoke area. Let me go to the next person. I don't know what you guys saying. Okay. Let me go to Dominic Waller. Dominic Waller says, earlier, Dominic Waller calling LA. Say, hi, Jallah. I'm listening to the Bumber show from Clarendon, Morovia, Dominic Waller. Good evening, brother Jallah. I'm here listening to you to the Bumber show from Emmanuel Esquire, the basketball from Bassett County. Esperance Bobo is joining me here. Let me leave it that way and go. A few other guys are joining this way. Let me recognize them. Emmanuel here, yes. Let me come back to Patrick Soa. Before we go, let me take a break. Let me take a small break. I will come back. I thought I had some water to take a water break. But let me take this break for now. I will come back shortly.
But it makes you my favorite worldwide.
Boy, I pray for me. Mama, pray for me. I'm in the jungle. I want to make money. Boy, I pray for me. Papa, pray for me.
Papa, pray for me.
I guide my footsteps in this jungle.
Sorry for the silence, my microphone was off. Papa, pray for me. It's called Innocent Kuti. He comes from Sierra Leone. Other than here, I was chatting on Facebook.
Oluwa bless me.
Oluwa bless me.
Tell me.
Summer George, forgive me for playing your song on the Bumper Show.
Sometimes you go careful.
It's a request of my guest.
But I depend on you to prepare a table for me. Baba, take me away from this wilderness.
Take me away from the bitterness, Papa.
Things them, why you be said I can give my space. This year my life goes sweet. I'm tired with this bitterness.
Yes, my life is sweet. I'm tired with the bitterness, Papa.
You give access. Boy, I pray for me. Mama, pray for me. I'm in the jungle. I want to make money.
This is ERBC Radio 99.9 and other frequencies across Liberia.
Although I guide my footsteps in this journey, boy, I pray for me.
My name is Kian Markble. Drop it, Kenya.
I am going out.
Small boy cannot tell you the big people.
Give me the courage to move on.
Are you coming here? I want to come.
As you let's
Mama see on the head of the cat.
say I struggle.
Only the stupid one can place around it.
Ocean of blessing, I beg that you give me.
Welcome to the Bumper Show.
Baba, take me out.
Louis Smith is here.
In darkness. Protect me from the king's den. Where you be said that the keys man stress.
George C. Cole is also here.
I'm tired with this bitterness. I must make this
William Segment Davis has joined us from Minnesota, the USA.
pray for me.
William Segment Davis has joined me. But Padre, let me come back to you. Let me just pause this song and come back. Let me just pause it and come right back to you. But now, Padre, you are back in the country. What is your mission here?
Too many things. I'm here, by the way, for 3-4 weeks. One of my areas is career counseling. I did career counseling. I'm also doing career counseling. So I look for scholarships, how to do resume, how to find jobs, how to fill out applications for job. So on that form, I have about 25 scholarships, all fully funded. Japan, Columbia University, other places. Because normally I post these scholarships, but students, friends have complained that they struggle to fill out. So every day I take an hour. Just call me on Facebook. I don't have a phone, a librarian number yet because I struggle with the call system. I'm using my international stuff, my phone. But you don't call me because it's going to be a lot of money. So just inbox me on Facebook. I will call you. It's free of charge. These scholarships, I will drive to you and make sure that you're going to call me, have your if you want to apply for master, have your career objective. Career objective is something that it tells the community that why do you, for instance, if you want to do my career, my course, like clinical mental health counseling, career objective, it tells the community that why Patrick Sewell wants to do clinical counseling.
Okay, so do you also have on a graduate studies?
Yes, I do. But I also help to edit, not write for you, the career objective. I help to edit it for you. And you're not going to write a lot, just about 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph talks about a little history about you. The second paragraph, how did you develop the interest to do this course? The next paragraph talks about what you intend to do with the course after you shall have completed, and you summarize. You're not going to write.
So I guess why you been here? You've been here for about a week now.
No, like in Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days.
Now, so who is qualified to apply for this scholarship? Is it just people in Montserrat, or are you going to open up to Liberians across the entire country?
Yeah, once you get in touch with me across the country, the first thing I'm going to do, you're going to go through an interview process. Who are you? What do you want? High school, a graduate year? Do you have your documents? Do you have your... Because what I do when I'm looking for scholarships for our people, I don't look for the ones that got the criteria for taking tests. You got to go to do GE, GRE. I don't go for that. No, I see that as processes put in place to strangulate our brothers and sisters who are smart because to take that test and pass is hard. You got to do extra study. So I look for scholarships that don't have the requirements.
How readily are they available? How long does it take one to complete the process to get a scholarship to go abroad?
1 minute. It just,
I think it's going like
yeah, it's a process that once you have you have all your requirements, your transcript, your career objective. You want to go for master, your career objective, and 3 recommendations, like one from a professor, a university, 3 of them, and then you call me. I will do it for you. You will sit right there, open the form, how to apply, your name. We do everything. Once you get those things easy, sit down there. I will submit the application for you. The result will come. You will give me your email. You will check your email. They will say, "Thank you, Mr. Patrick Sowa. You have successfully submitted your application." We will get
and
back.
Those applications are verified and get back to you actually?
A lot of young people here, I will not call their names. They are in the US going to school.
Or you have personally, you have helped them in a certain way.
That's what I do, because how did I get this opportunity? I was working with the university. I attended Northeast State University as an international recruiter for the university.
Okay.
It's like they say in Bani, a parable that when you take the hungry man, pull him to the farm and say, man, the farm kitchen, and he hungry, you eat all the rest. You take me, who coming from Liberia, know that all our friends
you struggle you went
scholarship. Then you say, go so that and be international recruiters for university. Go and see all the holes for scholarship. You think I will let it go? No, I will not.
So how many persons have benefited so far in the past from these scholarships?
Some of them, they're listening to this program, they will call their names. I don't want to call their names. In
Do
fact,
you have number attached? Do you have number readily available at your fingertips?
like pretty close to 10, 50 of them.
Okay.
In fact, what I do, once they get I don't start there. I don't want to apply and start. Once you get the I-20, I tell you, call me when you get.
What one is the I-20?
Is the one they sent to you that Mr. Grayfield, you are accepted, you're supposed not to go, and I think pay some money, like $250 or some more dollars, go to the embassy, go and do your interview. But what I also do, I don't let you go there. Once you get your I-20, I tell you, do not go to the embassy for interview without telling me, because what I'm going to do, I did career counseling. I'm going to help you go through the questions. There are, when you go on Google and say sample interview questions for I-20 or student, you will see tons of them. So we're going to go through those questions. We're going to go through them, and then you get prepared for. Let me take this from me. Some of our brothers and sisters that go to the embassy and fail the interview is a result of lack of preparation. So I don't want to start. I help we get prepared. All these things I'm doing, the first thing I say to you, you don't owe me anything. I don't owe you anything. I'm doing it because when I was in a madhouse, Jallah Grayfield bought me Zane. I will do it for you too. And you don't owe me anything. You know the time we went to eat Kobo behind. Love that for me.
Yeah, there's a Kobo shop.
Yeah, we should go eat there.
Anyway, Patrick, let me open the phone lines for a few minutes for the product.
Let me just talk. Okay, the books. I brought books. I brought books. I got books for English, psychology, business. I brought reading glasses. Just tell me the number. Inbox. I'm not giving you the reading glasses without you having a number, because the glasses have numbers. Once you inbox me your number of your reading glass, I can give you one free.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me recognize Mr. Seri Kape. He says he's watching us from the USA. John Dudu, watching from Philadelphia, the USA. William Sigler Davis, your comments earlier. Your comment earlier, rather. So we'll take calls for at least for 6 minutes, 30 seconds each. 080514096, 080514096, 070560560 at the numbers. Hello, welcome. You have 20 seconds.
Good afternoon. This is Thomas Jefferson. Good afternoon, Patrick.
Good morning.
Jefferson, welcome.
Yeah, before you leave, can you please announce the number so people to call you contact?
He doesn't have a number, library number. No,
Maybe
he
I'll
said
get a
just
number.
go,
Yeah, next
just go to
month.
Facebook, contact him on Patrick A. Soa. That's the name he has there.
Alright.
Thank you. Call us right now and participate on the show. Patrick Soa is here with good news for you, the Liberian people. Hello, welcome. Let me hear you.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. This is my in-law, Patrick Soa.
How are
I
you?
want to say thank you so much and congratulations. This is Isaac Duana from the University of Liberia.
Thank you.
Okay,
Isaac.
sir.
Yes, we are still hanging in there.
All
I
right.
want to say thank you so much for job well done. Thank you for the Liberian people. Thank you for your assistance for everything. We listen to your instruction. We are going to follow them because we are interested in what you are doing for our people.
Okay. All right. Thank you so very kindly.
I want
brother.
to say thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so very kindly. The next caller is here. Welcome. Caller, welcome.
Good evening, Viola Jallah Grayfield.
My young brother, how are you?
I'm fine.
Tukba Junior, right?
Yes, thank you, Viola Jallah Grayfield.
Okay.
Let me say good evening to the big brother Patrick Iswa. I don't know him personally, but I follow his activity from the US and even his contribution, down to the country. I listen to his interaction with Judas and all of those things. But I want to say thank you, for the opportunity he has brought. Before leaving the platform, I would love for you to tell him to re-echo, what he said concerning the scholarship, because he been, discussing the CDC failure, the in-house.
Yeah, but we don't have the time for that. So maybe you can just go on the live video after the show ends. You can listen to that. Yeah, Emmanuel.
Yeah, but you're gonna do a closing.
Of course, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, okay.
All right.
The next caller, welcome. How are you?
Yeah, good evening, Jallah Grayfield.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. Where do you call from?
Yeah. This is our David Sammy. I joined from Beguba City, commonly called Ominga Market.
Meguba City, welcome.
Yeah, so, Mr. Grayfield, I heard you talking about sanction, making sanction, the sanction on our chair, right?
Yeah, that he responded. He responded to it. I got a document. I tried to open it, but it's not opening. But he responded to it officially.
Yeah, in this country now, sanction is not only to make us care. Our sanction is not our worry in this country now. Those are all the various marketplaces, Mr. Grayfield. Our worry now is the president-elect appearing to an president to be an uninaugurated like contempt of sanction in the concern individual life. Is that affecting the whole country?
Thank you, sir.
We'll be talking about the uncertificated president that is leading to be an uninaugurated president.
Thank you. There's not much of a politics, but on the other side, thank you. You have a president elect already, so whether he's not certificated, the laws are there. The election commission said if you didn't receive your certificate when you come, just come to the office. We'll give it to you. This is an international caller. Hello, caller. You calling on international line? Who are you? What is your name? Hello. Oh, he went off. He was calling on international line. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm okay, sir. What's your name? Where do you come from, sir?
Yeah, this is about to look at from Bumber country. I say welcome to my brother Alaji Pate Kamosoa.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah. Alaji, welcome. Thank you for the articulation. I'm watching from Bumber country.
Thank you.
I say welcome to the country.
Yes.
We are proud of you, your achievement, everything.
Thank you.
Come on, you need to get my number. I want to talk to you.
I will.
All right. Okay. All right. Let me take the last caller. I'll take the last caller from here. Hello, welcome.
But Jallah, you call the number?
No, we don't have the time to take the number. We're calling on the You get call this number. Call the orange number. Call the orange number after the show. Hello, welcome. The next caller. Go ahead, my friend.
Yes, I'm Sarah Kawe calling from Bonkanté.
Hello, Sarah Kawe.
Yes, I'm interested in the scholarship Mandela talking about, but I want to know how can we get in contact with him.
So again, I will say maybe he'll say the other way around, or he'll say what I said. He doesn't have any phone now. I mean, Liberian phone. So go to Facebook, just check for Patrick A. Soa, Sowah. Just inbox in there. We'll start talking from there.
All right, Patrick A.
Soa, S-O-W-A-H.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Let me take from the call from there. Let me welcome Mr. Natana Saki. He said he has an interest, not welcome. Hello, welcome. The next caller.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, welcome.
All right, thank you. Thank you to our studio guest.
Mm-hmm.
Diva, we want to say welcome to one country, welcome to Liberia, and welcome to one country.
Thank you.
Please, this is not university. Now, one country, university, please.
When you apply, you can't help you. They didn't see a girl scholarship to school. Okay, all right. Okay. Thank you. Let me take the last caller. You took my song for this, we gotta put it back. Let me get the last caller here now. Hello, welcome. You're the last caller, I'm not taking any more calls again.
Yeah, hello, my name is Ronald Boy calling from Matari. Yeah, I want to say a big thank you for the people in the studio, Mr. Soa, for this great information passing on to the Liberian public. I want to tell you thank you for attempting this enlightenment to the youth, to the waiting to go to school. Because these are opportunities that I've been hearing for so long from the public, in which if you try to access it, there is no way for you to get access to those information. But I want to tell you thank you for. There are a few questions I want to ask you, Mr. Soa, because nowadays, someone that depends on heavy health or no heavy hands, they hardly disbelieve in what is called international scholarships. Because if you go to them for little help, they must tell you what is the degree of which, what is the degree that this will be a success, or so why I think I can believe to put my money into this process. Do you really believe in this process? We don't have answer to give them. So
okay, thank you. We don't have time. Yeah, Patrick, you can respond now.
Let me just the guy from Bon County. In fact, Jallah, by the way, 19 Bon County, I grew up. In fact, my second after leaving Bolahu public school, which was my first elementary school. The second school I attended was Jimama S. Carter, Kokoyo Haro, Bon County, 1984-85. I was in Banka. I attended Jimama S. Carter or Kokoyo Haro. So I grew up partly in Bon County. I grew up there 1984-85. So it's like my home. I will not forget about the place. Jallah, I'm going to conclude with this. And all of the callers, I struggle with the phone. So I got my phone, my USA number, but you cannot call me because it's going to cost you. I can call you. So you can inbox me your number on Messenger or Facebook. I'm going to call you. But you cannot call me except if you have a lot of money in your phone, because I'm using my number from USA. So when you inbox me, because my number is programmed, I can call whatever. Now I'm going to conclude with this, Jallah. To the new government incoming or the new incoming government, 3 recommendations. There must be an exit declaration of asset. All government officials that are going out, there's something called exit declaration of asset. They must do
that deadline expires today.
Okay. Incoming government officials, they should declare their asset before taking out.
That has been the routine.
Good. Or I'm not saying if you want to audit, commission another audit, that's good, that's pretty fine. But I recommend that all audits under former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, audits that have been conducted must be reviewed and recommendations must be implemented. If you will want to conduct new audit, that's okay, that's fine. But audits that have been conducted must be reviewed. Recommendations must be implemented. The TRC recommendation must be implemented. A fast-track court must be set up to prosecute corrupt officials who have looted, who are looting rightfully this country. If not, we are setting bad precedent to fight corruption in this country. And lastly, do not appoint in the new government all corrupt officials, those who have been indicted by national, international, anti-corrupt institutions. Until justice rolls down like water in their cases, do not appoint them in the new government It's going to be a bad precedent. Thank you. Love and respect.
Papa, pray for me.
Sometimes it was funny
As I go this afternoon, this evening, this morning, where we are.
for me. Baba, take me away from this wilderness. Protect me from the things
Oh, George, you gotta forgive me for this.
yes. This year my life was sweet.
Padre Eswa, so I Padre as you my guest.
Must make this money.
Coming tomorrow for the Wednesday edition of the show.
Oh yeah, pray
My name is Jallah Emmanuel Nikki.
for me.
Kalau Farela Kiang Malak Bilinyale want to go. I want a woman ngana po Davate Makwila Grayfield. Have a good day.
For me. Oh no, I guide my foot.